Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? I am your caster, Nightfire. You're gonna hear some Onward sounds. Do not be alarmed. It's just me preparing. No need to panic. But thank you for joining me today. Let's do the countdown. 10, 9, 8. This is Onward Master League Season 4. Gadoosh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Onward Master League. My name is Nightfire. I am your caster for our first official Season 4 cast on the Master League channel. Thank you for joining me. We're going to hop into what should be a fun match to spectate today. I'm pretty excited about it. Kind of out of nowhere. Competitive lobby. Join as a spectator. Cool. And 2, 7, 9, 7. Alrighty, I'm hopping into the lobby. We're gonna be getting prepped up here. I'm not sure how I can mute myself, but I know I can. And yeah, the match we are going to be spectating today. Sorry, this isn't going to be as polished as the first one, because I'm kind of rusty. But today we got SMC Tactical versus Danglers. If we open up here, I got the standings here. Let's take a look at these, because we've already had. This is week 2 of the season. We've already had. We've already had 1 week of gameplay done, and both these teams have actually, where do I go here? Have actually lost. I'm gonna see if I have the camera available. Maybe it's over on this scene. There we go. Nope, that one. Nope. That one. There we go. Take a look here. These are the standings for the league. These are the worldwide standings. Some teams have already played their 2 rounds. Beginners with 2 wins in the book already. Yo, I'm in here. Can you guys hear me? I might not have the right mic queued up. I do not. Surprise, surprise. So I'd have to restart the client if they wanted to hear me. Which, yeah, maybe I should do that. Alright, well. Alright, let me get used to the key bindings again as well. It's been a while since I've cast.
Parlez-vous français?
How do I...
Smoking the pancake?
Okay, doesn't look like I can... For some reason I'm bugged out of being able to escape to the menu. There we go. Alright, problem solved. So... yeah, man, we're gonna be casting this match today. It should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for hanging out today. If you are stopping in, this is the first cast of Season 4. First cast of Season 4. And you will see a lot of different people here. A lot of different setups here. This is my original championship casting desk with this setup here. We'll scroll down here and actually see SMC Tactical and Danglers. They've lost their first 2 matches. And let me fire up the game again and get back in there. And spectate that lobby up. But we are looking at two teams that have lost their first two matches, which is not that having, you know, it's something you definitely don't want to have at the start of the league. The early points can be easy to grab. I think both teams actually had some pretty challenging matchups, though. SMC Tactical and Danglers, I think, were the only two teams that had pretty tight matches in the first week. Pretty much every other team in the first week overwhelmingly won their matches. 15-3, 15-4, 17-0 for one of them. And so to lose that first match and miss out on some potential easy points is tough. But they were up against some very tough opponents too. They weren't. I mean, they were going up against, I think, Globochem, and I can't remember who. And so, you know, they're facing off against these very talented squads. And unfortunately, you lose out on being able to get those early points, like some of these other teams managed to. So now this match, you know, this is pretty important for both squads. They don't want to go. You do not want to be the first team to be 0-2. And I don't think either of these teams are deservedly should be 0-2 in their you know, but it's just the draw, like, you know, the draw of the cards. So I think whoever does go 0-2 here, whoever comes out as a loser in this series, will, in my opinion, be able to climb up pretty quickly, because you'll have the lower, you have some newer teams you'll be able to work your way through. It'll be interesting to see, at the very least. So yeah, today we're going to be casting the first match. I'm hopping in right now. I think the lobby's almost full. Just kind of a overview of the squads. Oh god, why would I open Internet Explorer ever? I want to look at their rosters. I can't remember who is on Danglers currently. So for SMC Tactical, we'll be watching The Sickness, Landon. I'm still low. There we go. There we go. You guys hear me?
Yeah. He's on a team, but it's up to sit.
Hello?
It's up to the opposing team if he can be. Cygnus, are you there?
If not, I would dude, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I was asking if you guys would allow Sri Lankan. He's the only guy.
Sri Lankan?
Yeah. He's on the team, but he's not the greatest. Not as good as Stray Jack.
Interesting. It looks like they're trying to
Stray Jack can't. I just asked.
put together more members. I think this is going to be a 4v4. Which would be unfortunate, but
yeah, he's on Willow's team.
It's up to them. He's the only one that can get it.
maybe this could be a reason for not being for not winning the first matches.
Yeah, everyone on my friends list is on a team.
No, it looks like it might be a.
That's all I can think of. Stray Jack, he's going.
Yeah, I think they're trying to find a fifth.
We're
Yeah, so the guys kind of agree with me. Like, we will definitely allow Sri Lankan if he's the guy you guys.
And so we're gonna let them negotiate that out, I think, while we sit out here in the lobby and prep our cameras. I'll kind of give you a little. We're not quite ready to hop yet into the game, but I'll show you what I'm doing over here on the caster side of things. I'm setting up some cams here, some early cams. This is one of the popular spawn points in Bazaar, which looks like it's going to be our first map. You'll spawn on this. This is the north side of the map. You can see the map there on your bottom right. I can enlarge that for you. This angle will be covering this north spawn. And so we can set up these cameras to snap to these positions, which will kind of help us navigate the map. 2 will be in this little corner here. This is the east corner of the map. Usually you get some action right here between these crates and the tank. And along this east side wall, you'll run into a lot of commotion, especially if the point is there initially, where it shows up now. You'll get a lot of action over here on this east wall area. So let's set up another cam, I think, to maybe cover some approaches from this side. 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know what? We'll move that. How do I go? There we go. We'll move this to right here. That'll be my 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're working our way around the edge here. We want to put these in spots where there's going to be action, where I predict there's going to be action at least. You know, we'll go to that corner, and then I think the next probably hottest spot will be this lane right here. So that'll be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put 5 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of working our way. Basically, the 1's here, 2, 3. No, 3's over here. 4 and 5. Another hot spot is inside here, so we're going to want to go into this courtyard. We're going to want to put a camera there as well. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Those will just kind of be some easy reference points to snap around to. I don't want too many more than that. But these are the spectating tools available to us. We can also toggle into chat and go back into the lobby and see them building up there. They're trying to get that 5th, I think. Can you guys hear me?
And he was a little drunk too, so
I don't think they can.
I'm not in team chat.
Nightfire, I don't know if you can hear us, buddy, but send me a DM or something, or come in the voice so we know that you're got things dialed in.
Yeah, let me send Sickness a message here, chat. Give me a second.
Thought we could hear him, but maybe he removed that.
Oh, I might have
What the hell?
it muted on my end.
Yeah, wasn't Cygnus, were you playing with Mex last night? You're playing PUBG with him.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't have
Didn't
my
say
mic
anything
muted.
about today?
Not sure why they can't hear me.
No.
Weird.
Let me hit up Sickness real quick though.
And then, can you mute yourself in the Discord?
Oh, I can just go into the Discord. Hey, I hear you guys. I'm in your lobby. I don't know why I can't. Why it won't pick me up in the game, but I'm here. I'm just up in the casting channel.
Alright, copy
Okay,
that,
cool.
man.
Money.
Where is this dude? Shit.
You'll have the lower. You have some newer teams. You'll be up. Nope. Didn't want to do that. Want to come up here and do that. Perfect. So, let's set up our Team 1, Team 2s. This is SMC Tactical with the away team. Your home team. Actually, SMC Tactical will be home because they pick the map, and then whoever is away picks the setup. So I'm assuming the away team picked Volk here. This will be Danglers. And well, yeah, we'll see how this match goes. SMC Tactical is a pretty skilled team, and if Danglers are looking for a sub, it could get a little hairy. Could get a little hairy. So we'll see what happens. This is one of my favorite maps, mainly being because there's so much potential to shoot through wood. Unlike a lot of maps in Onward, this one is really littered with wood covering, and there's a lot of routes you can take that, in my opinion, end up being risky because you cross through wood as your cover. What you'll end up seeing is a lot of tactical people will try and utilize cement instead to their advantage, you know, crawling and creeping behind cement structures. But by and large, a lot of the encounters involve wood on this map. I think we're not quite ready. I wonder if this is going to be a 4v5. No, they're just teasing. They're waiting for that 5th over there from Danglers. And so yeah, we also have this these wooden boxes over here, and on this north side of the map. These often you'll see some interactions on in that little wood structure area. Wood planks here that get shot up every once in a while, and this back corner area with this angle in particular, getting some very nice. A lot of people use that wood down there for cover, but right here, this wood structure, but some interesting angles you can hold here in this corner that can let you shoot through that wood as well. So you just kind of can, I don't know, I feel like the engagements are a little bit more tactical, a little bit more varied than other maps on Bazaar, which is why I think it's so fun to spectate. Nice, looks like they have their 5th, and we are off, ladies and gentlemen. Onto the first official cast of Season 4. I'm very much looking forward to this. And we are live. We have our Marsoc spawn here. I don't think I have super sampling turned on. Sickness Parzival. And they know it's that back left objective. And ladies and gentlemen, you may see some lag here. That is on my end, not on the game's end, not on their end. I am getting it fixed, which is good news. So next time we see a spectate from me, no more lag on my end. Doesn't happen too often though. Landon, interestingly, trying to cover this Bazaar area and push up. If we pop over to Stumpy Nub, you can kind of see they're using those stairs. Uh-oh, a bad grenade right there at the foot. Just outside. Not optimal, but didn't tag anybody. And some suppressive fire coming out here. I don't think that's from Landon, but it is from an LMG. Shooting a lot of rounds through that wood to try and suppress these guys over on this other side here. Sri Lankan trying to peek up over those stairs, and they have this other east side covered here. Weller in a nice spot by that dumpster. Using solid cover, not wood. And he will eventually run into this engagement here. Take a quick look who's over on the other side of this tank and approaching. I think that is driver of car. And Sickness also making an approach here along this inside half. What he'll be doing is he'll be creeping up here and trying to peek on that garage. And he also has the ability to hear across this wood, and he knows he hears footsteps and communication here, and he's radioing in. And he has some kind of radioing in, you know, so now they know Sickness is on this edge here. It'll be interesting to see if Llewellyn makes any movements with that knowledge, because now he knows Sickness is right there. Oh, and out comes Crypto. Expediter getting shot, and he is downed by driver of car. Here comes a suppressive fire. These guys making their push. The 3-man squad here pushing forward with suppressive fire towards Stumpy and Sri. And they know now it's a 4v5 situation. More suppressive fire from the second story on Landon. Tags one, now it's a 3v5. Now Landon's gonna toss out a grenade or a smoke of some kind. It's like a smoke right on objective, and there goes around another member. He'll be coming in from this backside. Pone Cake coming in for the flank. This is a 4v2 situation right now. Blower and Stumpy Nub. Stumpy not too exposed, but he is an easy shot. Getting hit. He is tagged. Pone Cake on the outside. One more left inside that middle area. Sickness is trying to cap him. Weller doesn't see him. Sickness on the corner. Weller has to round this corner and tag Sickness, and it doesn't look like he's going to do it. Sickness is entering the code and gets a very nice cap right on top of Llewellyn, sitting right behind the pillar. He never spotted him in the smoke. Really nice job from this squad coming out for their first round. Very dominant. Holy cow, fantastic job from them. Snagging their first cap of Season 4. I mean, this is kind of, it is unfortunate for Danglers that they have to run a sub right now, but hopefully they can try and pull something together.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was waiting for you on this.
Llewellyn, Stumpy, and Expediter, all very skilled shooters, very skilled players. So this isn't a pushover match by any means, but a really excellent job. Oh, Joe Mama not ready up here. At least on my screen, that's probably a bug. And so we're hopping into our second round. A south spawn here for Volk, SMC Tactical. And what you'll probably see here is an approach from Marsoc, where they'll come up along this east side here, push up across this street, and try and work their way around. It looks like they had a bug. Looks like we had a bug over on Volk's squad.
No,
calibrating
dude,
my
I
fist.
looked over and I thought he was ready. I'm very sorry. I wouldn't have done it on purpose.
Oh, he readied up and Joe wasn't ready.
We go to every house or?
Switch sides
No,
or
guys, we don't have. All we have to do.
Yeah, when you suicide
Yeah,
in
it's all
the
good.
in the
They
comp
changed
lobby.
Yeah, I saw that. We're
That's
still,
a really
we're
nice
still
change. In the comp lobbies, if you suicide right away, you actually, the round doesn't count. So now it keeps you on the same side. You don't have to switch sides, nothing like that. It's actually a really nice competitive addition.
My bad.
But yes, there is this. The spectator mode is only available in private lobbies, competitive lobbies that opt for it to be turned on. I wonder if they'll have the same spawn there as well once you restart the round. I presume you would. We'll see. Looks like they do. And so they're back down that south spawn. And again, like I said, Marsock's going to be making this east approach here. Up along there, they have this corner spawn, and they'll be banking their way through this east side. And they're going to have to initially cross the street, and that's probably going to be their hardest challenge. You can get into that blue room right here and be able to defend and watch for that cross. And it looks like one is going to go straight into that room and look for the cross here. And let's see if anyone gets tagged. Doesn't look like doesn't look like they're opting. Oh, 2 down, fantastic peek. Wow, some aggressive moves coming out from SMC Tactical, getting punished. Fantastic job. They gotta be feeling good. Expediter managing to grab both those kills. Now Joe and Expediter pretty much have this whole side to push up on. The Sickness managed to make his way over to the west side to kind of cover this push that this member that who is this? Llewellyn is trying to make. Sickness may spot him. He's inside and doesn't seem like he caught Llewellyn. Llewellyn's second story looking into that window, trying to spot. Sees some shots out and nails another. Now it is a 3v5 situation. Danglers got to be feeling very good. They should be trying to make this approach. If they can get... Wow, this is really risky. Sickness in a very risky position here, stuck over in this corner. He knows Llewellyn's over there because he heard the silent shots, but he's not quite sure where. And frankly, if they can manage to push their way along down this road here, Joe and Expediter could get a cap. It'll be really interesting to see what these guys decide to do. They're in a very, very good position, though. After a tough first round, this is exactly what they needed. Hopefully, they can leverage this momentum. And you can kind of see here now. No one in this pocket. Llewellyn has made his way out from that pocket, and now he's going to go straight towards objective up through the center, along with one of his teammates along the side, Stumpy. And this is some really nice covered approach here. We take a look at their defensive layout. Uh-oh. This is devastating for this squad. It looks like they had a disconnect. Oh no, they had a disconnect on SMC Tactical's side. That's very unfortunate. Llewellyn getting tagged actually from Sickness. Shots coming out towards him, and he is down. They get the win. Man, they were in a much better position for a cap on that objective there.
This one, Lou.
You're my boy, dude.
If you're having trouble connecting or something like that, we can remake the lobby. I don't care.
Internet issues. And Lou has
So, our first round of Season 4, the official cast,
Okay, everybody, hold
so
on.
far has turned out to be pretty dang fun.
that's a favorite.
Let me go ahead and actually, now that I see this,
Mr. Beefy, please.
turn off the event list,
It's a real pain in the ass, but that's
pause the music.
real cantankerous.
I totally forgot we had music playing. Let's try and professionalize up this stream a little bit, people. Jesus.
How
how many beefs could a beefy?
Unbelievable.
Team
Yes, there is a 2D spectator mode in the game. It is only enabled in competitive private lobbies that turn it on.
We were having a discussion about what happened there. Okay, I'll start it. Sorry.
No problem.
I apologize. I forgot I had music on that whole time, guys. Honestly. It's honest. So, into our third round. SMC Tactical up 1 point with an early cap. Putting them in a very good position. It looks like the tables have been reversed here. SMC Tactical now going to be spotting on this northeast corner.
I'll go right side.
We can actually queue up the comms of these squads. Doesn't really work that well with my terrible internet connection.
No.
I'll go over here.
Yeah. All right.
No.
I'll
Yeah, that's
myself on
fine.
this side.
It's fine.
I'll run parallel. I'll run parallel with you.
Suppressive fire from Parzival. Oh, actually caught that one that crossed the street, and he did call it out, so they know they have one on this east side here. Llewellyn trying to make this approach over here, and he's going to be right up on this wall pretty soon. Parzival is well aware of that, and Llewellyn taking some shots through the window. Tags one that's trying to cross here. Very nice angle. And then securing that kill. Going to be hard to pull him up. Sickness trying to rotate around and find out what happened there. Parzival knows he's over here. Isn't quite sure well, and Llewellyn is going to be making that move. Actually, Parzival trying to tuck himself into some cover here and make this crouched approach up towards Llewellyn. I don't think Llewellyn has an angle. Yeah, Llewellyn cannot see Expediter here on this corner. Or Parzival rather. Parzival is going to be creeping up. Yeah, Llewellyn now hears him over there and is looking over towards that gap, but is also now talking to the shots. Parzival shots out and manages to tag Llewellyn through the gap,
Down.
making it a 4v4 situation now. Sickness and driver of car trying to push up to the center, and they have Joe Mama in the blue room. Parzival actually sending some suppressive shots out towards blue room. Sickness knows he's there and is tossing out the smokes. These guys are not interested in killing everybody. They want the caps, I think. Using the information they have of a position, Sickness is going to try and make a frontal approach here with these two smokes. A grenade. Another smoke coming out. This is a bevy of smokes and a sandstorm. This is Sickness's opportunity here. Stumpy might spot Sickness making the approach. He does, actually. Expediter tagging him. Driver of car now, maybe he's going to feel less inclined to make that push. But he will get up to the ice cream shop. Parzival going into the blue room. Driver of car looking towards Joe. He won't be able to see anything with this smoke and sandstorm here. He's actually tagged now by Expediter. Expediter very nicely done. Ponecake gonna try and make his approach. Parzival sending out some suppressive shots towards blue room. Actually snags one and is tagged. 3v1 situation here. Ponecake, our last one alive. Could use this sandstorm to his advantage. Ponecake just needs to advance up into that blue room. He might be a very hard cap. I don't think he's running a silencer either, so if he tags one, they will know he's there immediately. These players are skilled enough where they can recognize the sounds of guns and know what gun it is, what side it is. That's a Marsoc, that's a Volk gun, and you can address where it is pretty easily. So we'll see what Pone can do here. It's gonna have to be a very stealth mission. Stumpy's will be looking out that window down this lane. Sri Lankan also now in this blue room here. Ponecake may have just seen him. I'm not sure he spotted him there in that window. Pulling out the pad to check it. Sri, if he peeks out here, will spot him. I think he heard the pad. He heard Pone pull out the pad and is now suspect of someone being out here. And he might just make the push right outside and attack him. And Sri's actually going to stay in that blue room, using that night vision to his advantage. Again, apologies for the lag that is on my end, and it will be fixed come tomorrow. Ponecake gonna have to peek up over this ledge here. He knows Sri Lanka's there, misses the shot. Sri Lanka now sees him, shots missed there as well. Ponecake gonna rotate back around, and Nate coming out in towards him. He's gonna go up to the second story. A flashbang. Stumpy knows he's here. They have the information. Oh, and shots out, nails one. Stumpy knows he's in there. He has a minute 35. Plenty of time to make any sort of move he wants here. Getting a reload off. Expediter over by the objective. Shots coming out. Pwnecake grabs a third. It is Pwnecake and Expediter left. Expediter inside the objective room. Shots coming out. Expediter doesn't know where he is, and now Pwnecake knows exactly where Expediter is. Expediter rotating back outside that room. If he peeks outside this, Pwnecake may have heard the audio, and he actually might be able to cap if he makes a maneuver here. Expediter gonna have to come out and check. And Pwnecake with a fantastic run back for SMC Tactical. Absolutely spectacular job from him, running a 3v1 situation and getting themselves another point. For your reference, ladies and gentlemen, the way that scoring works in this game, 1 point if you kill the other team, 2 points if you capture the objective. First team to 4 points wins the round. They play 3 rounds. Home team picks the map, away team picks the side they spawn on. So, what that means is the Danglers are the away team. SMC Tactical is home. They have picked this map as their first one. They're doing quite well so far. That Sandstorm definitely playing to their advantage, putting them up 3-1. Danglers will have map choice for next round, and Tactical will be able to choose what side they spawn on. And so we're waiting here after a fantastic run back from Pwnecake. And this is match point for SMC Tactical. This will get them, or round point rather, is what I think we should call it. And they will get, if they win this next, gosh, I gotta figure out good wording for this. I'll take any suggestions. What do we call what we have right here, which I think maybe is maybe this is a match. Okay, so this is a match. So match points coming up. This will give them 1 point in the series. That's what it is. Match in a series. So you're playing matches. This is a match. If they win this, they win the match. But what do I call the individual rounds? Rounds, matches, and series. That's what we're going with, ladies and gentlemen. Unless anyone has better ideas. Individual rounds that make up a match that equals a total series. That's how things are working. Officially official.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like they have maybe one guy doing a reset here.
You keep an eye on him, Sickness.
I'm gonna pop in here and see what the delay is. I missed out. What are we waiting on?
Fuck. Come on.
Can you
Mex is coming in.
Oh, so what their actual player?
Executioner is joining the game, so he finally is here now.
Okay, cool.
The real question is, what's taking him so long to just join?
I can hear you perfectly in the lobby too, by the way. You don't need to unmute yourself in Discord.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Like how long does it take to
I'm
join
not
the
using
lobby?
this gun anymore. The recoil's too.
Are you guys
Cool.
sure you don't want
So
to
an
keep
executioner
running
is
so
joining a
long?
lobby.
Figure out how to get in here.
And he is I think they're
Wondering.
Yeah, join the wrong spectator.
Maybe get Painco in here. I don't know.
Oh,
I think
God.
is their main player. Is one of their players for their team. It's actually pop over here to the roster real quick and take a look. He is one of their main. So they have been playing with a sub. Managed to snag 1 round, which is pretty good if you have a sub here. And now they're gonna have their full. Now they're gonna have their full roster available to them. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in on this round, for hanging out with me tonight. I do really like casting these matches, and if you do enjoy, hit the follow button. You'll see other rounds casted by other casters on this channel, and I think that's going to be awesome. I can't wait till other people start casting. You'll have co-casts, different layouts, different setups, everything. So, my name is Nightfight. Just remember who I be. It looks like we have a West spawn here for SMC Tactical. This will be an interesting approach coming out from these guys. Considering they have all this cover, they can use the entirety of this little alcove, which gets a lot of very tight engagements for this objective. Pwnecake, driver of car, both going to be holding this alcove area. You can see Expediter here making his push, using that wood for cover. Again, a susceptible. You know, you're vulnerable to getting shot through that wood there, and you can actually see him now using the cement instead as cover. That is a risky move if anyone's watching this lane on the corner, but it doesn't look like anybody is. And Expediter should be able to make his way safely down this left side, safely down the middle lane. They have another one all the way in this back corner here. Not sure who it is. I'd like to be able to click on them and go to them. I think it is Llewellyn, and it is. And what he's doing is, again, looking into that wood, looking for some shots that he can get off into that wood spot. Maybe penetrate there. Take a look at the map here. You can kind of see the approach. 2 here up the middle lane, 1 along this bottom south lane, and 2 on that top north lane. The spread a little heavy on this south side. You know, they're really and you can do this. This is a strategy. You know, they're stacking their south side, leaving 1 up there on the top to cover north. They know that if they lose that north side, that it's going to all come down to engagements in this tight corridor area. People coming out of these corridors. And again, Stumpy now getting shot through the wood. A very contestable spot. Mr. Beefy getting a really tight angle through the back end of the dumpster there. Really a safe spot to shoot, and he's just trying to get some shots through the wood. Doesn't look like he tags anybody there, though. Expediter gonna be making his way inside this room and eventually facing off against Driver and Pwnecake. A smoke coming out on this corner, an interesting spot. And some shots actually coming out from Joe. Snags 1, driver of car. Isn't quite sure, does not know that Joe just got that kill. And I'm sure Llewellyn is also Llewellyn is still holding that backside, making sure they don't get flanked. Joe is going to be making his way here. Driver of car actually now looking over towards the side and sees 1 down, and he should be radioing that in. Let's pop into their chat.
Copy. 3 minutes.
I think we're actually listening to Danglers here now. This is the attacking team. Joe.
I'm just gonna blind fire into the mini market.
Yeah, they are. Joe here making his move. Llewellyn going to be taking some shots out into this mini market, and Parzival isn't susceptible to shots. You can see he's tucked here behind this little cement L, and he will know that Llewellyn is there, and it may pull distraction, which would be a nice idea. Llewellyn actually instead opting to cross and make his push here. Looks like some friendly fire maybe coming off inside here.
Shoot you. There's a guy over there. He's not in the blue room.
Driver of car. Expediter and Executioner know he's over there. Nice shots from Executioner snagging driver of car. Now it's a 3v5 situation. It's exactly what they need when they're on match point here. SMC Tactical need to win this if they want to take the match. And that actually grabs another one, making it a 4v2 situation. Sickness and Parzival, the last 2. Sickness down now. All is left is Parzival in this corner here. And if they can make their way up onto this edge, they may be able to cap inside. Maybe around this corner here. Parzival wouldn't be able to detect them if they came from inside that building. Expediter and co not moving. Llewellyn will run into Parzival. Shots fired, and he does get the kill. And that's a very good point for them. That's exactly what they needed there. A cap would have been more optimal, but when you're on Marsoc, wiping the enemy squad is ideal. It's very easy to defend as Volk and get yourself you can defend till time's up, which happens sometimes, or you get the kills and you win the round. As Volk, your sole objective is to kill the other team. As Marsoc, you're thinking of other things. So It's always good to get a wipe and a win on Marsoc here. And now they're going on to Volk in defense. Down this point, they definitely need this. Obviously, need this next one if they want to tie up the map. I would say map, rounds, maps, match. Okay, so they won the map. Okay, I like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, rounds. Okay, so if SMC Tactical wins this round, they win the map. I like that. I know I'm 6 minutes behind you guys too. So apologies. It looks like we have a north spawn here. This is a pretty interesting defensive position because a lot of action goes down in the bazaar. Some people will choose to opt in to go right into the middle of the bazaar. And holy cow, you have a really fast approach coming from Ponecake and Sickness, managing to just jam up straight to the bazaar. Ponecake standing up at the wood, and he's going to be really pushing aggressively up the middle here. You have Joe and Llewellyn over there on that left side there, and they should see Ponecake and Sickness. You can see these guys constantly checking their pad to make sure they have all the information they need.
There was a trade, guys. I don't know, maybe the guy is not dead.
One's down, Beefy. Looks like he died inside this sector here. Stumpy actually getting him, and he's gonna get rezzed by Expediter. And then knifes off that last kill, so officially claiming it. And I think they have one other just around this corner here. Yeah, Sickness. So he knows one's in Bazaar. I don't think they have any idea that they have 3 on this east side, though. Go ahead and take a look at the map. Shots coming out towards Sickness. He manages to make his way back. Stumpy was going to make that push on the L. And Ponecake should know that Stumpy's here with Sickness calling that out. Stumpy tossing an 8 and Ponecake snagging the kill there.
I killed the guy.
But now Joe and Llewellyn should know that Ponecake's here. You can see Llewellyn and Joe looking over towards the woods, and maybe if they just dump some shots through it, they'd tag him. Again, the wood being a very susceptible spot. Sickness now going to go inside that L. Expediter going to be coming out here and looking for Ponecake as well. And meanwhile, yep, shots coming out through the wood towards Ponecake. He is not tagged. He's going to make his way over towards Joe and Llewellyn. Expediter may be able to get Ponecake. Ponecake doesn't know Expediter's there on his right. Expediter's very focused on Sickness and doesn't know that Pone's there. So both kind of ships passing in the night. Shots coming out from Ponecake towards Joe. Joe now dumping rounds through the wood, not landing anything on Pone. Pone getting really low. Sickness now going to try and make his moves up into this little courtyard area. Nice and slow and easy. And he's going to try and tag Expediter. Expediter is not looking over on this L. Sickness doesn't even look towards Expediter. Sickness running right past Expediter. Expediter not turning and right. And now Sickness has managed to make his way up over into the middle of Bazaar. He's going straight towards objective right behind Joe, and Joe sees him and shots coming out. And he doesn't tag him. Sickness dancing around, now he's in the corner and down. Shots coming out from the Expediter. Expediter now down. This is a 2v2 situation now. Lots of suppressive fire coming out from Driver of Car. Driver of Car now using that, pushing up, tagging when he's on the objective. He's going to go for the cap. Who is their last one? It looks like it's Expediter. Expediter doesn't know they're on the objective. He has no idea they're on the objective, and here comes the cap coming in from Driver of Car, going to get them 5-2 for SMC Tactical. Expediter just a hair late on getting Driver of Car. And that is SMC Tactical with the map, 5-2. Now a reminder, guys, these rounds do matter, though. The amount of rounds you win per map does matter. So getting that cap at that last round is very good for SMC Tactical, because otherwise they would be 4-2, right? But now they're 5-2, so it's more points than you would normally get, and you would normally be allowed to get. So it's always good to get a cap at the end. That's a fantastic job from them. Now let's see if I go with the team to the next lobby or not, or if I have to kind of do some shenanigans. I don't think I will have to do some shenanigans. Perfect.
Wait, Beefy. We can choose. We can choose.
Looks like they're going to be on Suburbia.
I'm not
SMC Tactical on Volk. Oops. as I said, Danglers were the away team, so now as the second map, they get the map pick. If Danglers can win Suburbia, they will be going up against SMC Tactical on SMC Tactical's choice of map. But this is Suburbia. It is a very tight map if you're not familiar. A very tight map if you're not familiar. One of the smallest maps in the game, if not the smallest map, next to Jungle. 4 lanes, 2 streets. What you'll see here is actually varying gameplay. Some teams choose to play very fast and hard, tossing nades early in certain spots and certain points over certain houses to land at certain, very well-timed, well-practiced grenades, and landing in areas where they can smoke. Or you'll see very slow, deliberate play, crouched play, a lot of crouched play through these bushes. A lot of people will want to stay down and underneath these sandbags, because you are able to shoot through the bushes. You can look through the bushes, you can shoot through the bushes, and you see a lot of on-the-floor gameplay, so to speak. And this is actually one of my, in my opinion, one of my favorite objectives. A really competitive objective, a hard one for Marsoc to get to and cap. A pretty favorable round, in my opinion. A pretty favorable spawn point for SMC Tactical here.
What he normally does is he normally goes into that. He'll go either into that little nook by the.
And you can actually hear them even talking about guys they know. Driver, Car, and Parsifal are going to be running right around here to this side quickly, so they can watch any approach from these guys on this side. And it doesn't look like anybody is going to be coming in on that east side. West side. Everyone opting to go east here as a squad. And again, these guys taking it slow and deliberate. They actually have one very slow and deliberate. Well, like I said, a lot of crouch play, sitting behind hard objectives. Almost playing it like they're on defense right now. Executioner now, they're full squad. This is one they can definitely take. This is probably a planned strategy here, a slow strategy, so to speak, from these guys. What they're going to do here is, yeah, they're definitely just going to sit here in a defensive layout, a really nice U shape here. It's going to be really tough for anyone to come in from this side. You have angles on the APC there. You have angles on this lane. These are the lanes 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. The 2 streets, north and south. And yeah, these guys likely going to be making their approach up lane 4. You have one guy covering at the wood there, and another one covering the main objective. And this is going to be a slow round. We won't see any action until 3:30. Smokes maybe start coming out around 3, but I don't think we see any shots fired for a little bit here, unless they speed up their pace. Some Executioner now maybe susceptible to shots fired. It is a very defensive spot, though. They're really tucked. He's really tucked back there. He won't be spotting anybody down this lane early. Yeah, he won't be unless driver of car pushes out from his corner spot. Look at him tucked into that corner there, nice and dark with the smoke to kind of obscure him from anybody that maybe looks into this corner. A really, really good spot. He's going to sit in there and wait for anybody to make their way up along this L. Executioner and Co. taking it very slow. Like I said, a slow round. Nothing will happen until 3 or 2:30. Expediter, Stumpy Nub, and Joe Mama set up for their smoke, set in position for smoke. So it looks like, yeah, this is 100% a play coming out of these guys. Some suppressive shots coming out from Stumpy. What he's probably doing there is shooting, actually, yeah, right over towards Sickness. He knows he's over there, and there comes the smoke on objective. Stumpy's trying to get the shots off on Sickness and can't find them, and Sickness now makes his way over to the house. And what they're going to do is they're going to force anybody to cross. Actually, Sickness now in that corner might be waiting and will take some shots through the wood if he wants. Joe Mama, yeah, tagged by Sickness here as he tries to come in through lane 3. Or lane 2, I guess they're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. Beefy watching lane 3 there. And they tagged one there in the corner. We actually should have a fight over here pretty soon. Stumpy Nub knows he's in the corner. Llewellyn knows he's in that corner there. Parzival there. Shots coming out towards Parzival. He's over at the Humvee. Not getting tagged. Driver of car snagging him as he peeks out. Stumpy Nub getting shot at. And it's tucked behind that fountain. Driver of car really wants him there. And he's actually going to drop back to the Humvee now. With his buddy. And it's all up to Stumpy Nub. A really nice defensive approach from SMC Tactical. And like I said, in my opinion, one of the easier defensible objectives. And yes, we are running a delay. Absolutely. Stumpy Nub maybe now realizing his team is gone. Oh, Mr. Beefy spotting him cross there. Stumpy. Nice shots from Beefy as he peeks the corners, tagging him. Really nice job from SMC Tactical. 5-0 there. A nice try, a nice approach, a good play from Danglers, but they just didn't manage to get the picks they needed in order to push up a little bit there. I don't think chat's very active because you're not able to directly talk to the team, right? I think people are actually probably more in here to watch the rounds than interact with the person that's doing it, especially since I am casting. I think that's kind of the main point, but I feel you. Kind of differs when you're watching it on a personal stream versus on a cast. And the spawn here from SMC Tactical. Yeah, this is a tough spot for Danglers to be defending. Really not getting the good objectives here. This middle house, easily rushable. A very hard position to defend, in my opinion. Noeller and Expediter are going to be going inside the house right away. Stumpy Nub here and Joe Mama pushed up. Shots coming out towards Stumpy. He's not in a favorable position there. He could get shot from Pone. And Joe can peek through, actually tossing a nade up. Not quite far enough. Actually, does tag Sickness. Does tag Sickness. Pone Case going to come try and get the res. Joe should know he's there. Joe Mama trying to peek that corner, looking for it. Oh, he's making his push up here towards Sickness. The Sickness stands up and peeks. He might be able to spot Joe. Oh, and he is tagged. Joe sees him. Pone sees him. Shots, more shots coming from Joe through the shrubs there. Pone making his push up towards him. I don't think he knows Joe's around. Oh, he does. He sees Joe's head there. And some shots coming out from Parzival to tag him. And then Frag confirming him there. Pone making his push up there, but I don't think he knows Stumpy's still at the wood. Shots coming out towards that second story. They don't have anyone there. They have one in the corner there, and Parzival, or sorry, Pone Cake managing to grab himself a kill there. More shots coming out on this east side. Maybe even a team kill from Driver of Car. He's going to make his push up towards this APC. Executioner is probably watching the APC. A frag, actually. No, a smoke right on top of Executioner's position. And Driver of Car moving off of that sound. Nice shots from Executioner, not drifting off of that spot. Now some suppressive fire from Parzival. Executioner knows he's over in the junkyard, and he's the playground. He's actually tagged. Llewellyn is taking some shots towards Executioner too, maybe getting a little nervous there. Llewellyn and Expediter is a 2v2 situation now. If Pone Cake and Parzival have frags, they may have some opportunities to push up through these stairs, but otherwise it'll be a challenging approach. Pone Cake advancing over towards the tank, and Parzival likely going to be making his approach inside. Pone Cake maybe looking for a pick. Second story. looking towards Expediter and Llewellyn there. And if he can find something, Parzival can make that push while Pancake shoots some suppressive fire into those windows. And maybe that's what they'll end up doing if Pancake can get into a favorable position. We'll be taking some shots out towards Expediter. Expediter is looking over there. You know, but he's a little bit more concerned with exposing himself. Llewellyn not going to be able to be seen by Pancake either. Pancake actually spotting Llewellyn, maybe peeking through the wood. But Llewellyn definitely not feeling good being there after some suppressive shots coming out, and he's going to make a rotation out of there. Parzival isn't quite in the house yet, so he's not going to see this. Some great shots from Expediter to tag Parzival in the corner now. It's all, or sorry, Pancake, and it's all up to Parzival, who's going to have to make his approach on the stairs here. And I think they know he's there. But while they're looking at this very tight angle, a really nice angle that you don't see a lot of guys hold. Some suppressive shots coming out. Parzival second guessing that option. Has a minute 45 left. Actually has a nade. And he's going to be tossing out the smoke, and that's not where he wanted that. He wanted to toss it up onto Expediter, or at least up under the stairwell. He has plenty of time. It looks like he's dropped outside of the house now. Maybe he'll make a roundabout approach here with this smoke and try and come in through the front door. He has a minute 15. He has time. And I think he hears the guy shifting above him there. He's looking. He's going to have to come right up here into this. I don't think he can do that. Yeah, he's looking there, not seeing Llewellyn. Actually trying to take some shots, and his gun is not cocked. Uh-oh. No, he doesn't have a loaded clip in. Click, click, click. Not what he wanted there. 41 seconds. Shots out. Llewellyn tags him. Ties up the series 1-1. A nice defensive round from Danglers. Also a good approach from Tactical, though, making it a tight round. Very tight round. Tactical definitely getting the more favorable spawns this series, this map right now, both in offense and defense. So let's see what this next one is. And it looks like Danglers now getting a chance to show if they can attack this as effectively as SMC Tactical does. They're going to have some cover this courtyard area. Send some members over into the playground. You're going to want a guy, one or two in here watching stairs and watching out this side. But Dangler's making a very fast move and actually getting caught out. Pancake grabbing an early, that early rush up the middle. What he did there with that smoke is the smoke wasn't there early enough, and he peeked and managed to snag one right behind the bushes. Here in front of the bushes. Parzival and Pancake, Sickness. Watching that east side. 5v4 situation. Tactical looking pretty good right now. A smoke out towards driver of car. Sickness kind of radioing in the general objective, and a really nice shot from Mr. Beefy. Pretty good ways away, halfway across the map. Some suppressive rounds from Llewellyn now, and more shots coming down towards Llewellyn on the corner. Joe Mama making his push, and he should be running into Sickness, who actually, Sickness has now rotated inside, and he may run into Executioner here. Executioner maybe hearing that tab there. A nade coming out. Not quite over the edge. Shots coming out towards Sickness, don't land. Parzival tagging Joe over the edge there. They're calling aim Executioner. They know he's over there. He's there. He's one of the last one. It's a 2v5 right now. Sickness dropping back. He's not going to push it. He's going to sit back at APC and Executioner. Llewellyn, Ponecake taking shots. Driver of car knows Llewellyn's here. Llewellyn's looking for something through the wood there. Ponecake now may be able to take some shots through the wood. And he does, and they're coming in hot towards Llewellyn. They don't quite land. Executioner now coming up on Ponecake, manages to snag him. Sickness is rotated back around behind Executioner. And it looks like he's going to be coming up on his flank on Llewellyn. Llewellyn tagged by Sickness. Executioner tagged by Parzival as he tries to make the approach in. Nice defensive job from SMC Tactical there. Nades can be thrown through windows. It's hard. You're more likely to bounce off of a frame than get it through. It's hard to get your bullets through these windows, in my opinion. So yes, they can be tossed through. Depends on the window, though. Makes it easier or harder. And I'm sorry I answered your question 6 minutes late. Wow. Danglers now. Well, pretty evenly dispersed match so far. Both getting the exact same spawns. Danglers with the now, in my opinion, favorable Volk defensive position. This is what they needed here. They needed a good position to defend, and they're gonna stack their east side, interestingly enough, and that seems to be the right approach with these guys as they're making a hard east approach. Sickness crashing down here with Beefy and Parzival. Executioner and Expediter. Yeah, both tucked into the L spots here. Executioner should be able to see over there at the Humvee once these guys make their move. I think he is seeing some movement. Shots coming out towards the wood. And now Executioner knows he's over there. Expediter staying in his lane, watching his angle, holding lane 2. And Executioner radioing, and he knows he's behind the Humvee. Actually, they have another one dropping back. Joe Mama might be able to snag this kill here. Beefy isn't careful. Shots coming out. Nice. Tags Joe Mama. Or Joe Mama tags Beefy. Executioner's going to keep his eye over there on that Humvee. And Sickness knows these guys are here, and he's looking right over towards this area. A nade coming out. Sickness managing to make his way out into the open. Very exposed here if either one of these guys pop up over their edge and peek. He doesn't like what he sees, and he's dropping back. They get the res over on the Humvee now. Executioner going to have to watch that angle. I'm sure Beefy more concerned about that backside, and actually a trade going on over there in this in lane 2. Some suppressive shots coming through to kind of silence him. Smoke coming out. Executioner sees him by the car. Mr. Beefy is running right over into this corner here. Executioner doesn't see him yet. Shots coming out now towards Beefy. Beefy knows Executioner's here. Both trading. Executioner snags the kill. Suppressive fire over Expediter's head. Shots coming out. They managed to tag Executioner through there. Sickness is down through the wood as well. Like I said, lots of wood trades here. And actually making an approach over here. Driver of car snagging another. He's coming up on the objective. It is Expediter versus 2. He's getting actively flanked now. And they're coming in for the objective cap. Driver of car is on objective. Expediter could pop up and see this. The suppressive shots coming over Expediter's head. And SMC Tactical winning the round. Snagging 2 points. Bringing them to 4. That's the map, sorry, and the series. Officially for them. They still play this next round. They still play this next map because, like I said, the rounds matter. The amount of rounds you win matters. So they will play this next map, the 3rd map. But SMC Tactical will get an additional 2 points for winning the series. So really nicely done from them. You know, obviously they're going to want to go into this next map strong and try and get some more rounds. But you gotta be feeling good. It's hard to after you've lost 2, it's hard to go into the third with any sort of, you know. It's tough to go into the third and win. And this is an interesting pick coming out from these guys. Tanker. Interestingly enough, SMC Tactical probably opting into this, I'm guessing. Yeah, I mean, they picked this map. I'm assuming because they want to get some practice on it. Now a good time to get practice on a map. Now a great time to get practice on a map. I'm getting a phone call, but I'm gonna ignore it for you guys. I don't think I've ever casted a match on this map before. I haven't played this map in a very long time. Looks like the objective is underground. Yes, it is, and I think these guys know that, surprisingly. This map is very interesting, a lot of corridors. Definitely smart to run a shield. Nice shots coming out over Sickness's head, grabbing Joe Mama. And he is sprinting towards objective. These guys seemingly practicing Tanker. Yeah, this is not looking good for Danglers here. SMC Tactical using their momentum. Pwn kick on top of Stumpy, probably throwing him off. Sickness tossing a smoke.
Straight looking down our alleyway. He's glitching over a box, looking down our alleyway.
A nice grenade! Stumpy snagging 3, completely shutting down their approach. And the horn to celebrate the triple. Nicely done from Stumpy. Now it's a 2v3, 3v1 situation for SMC Tactical. And Dangler's doing an excellent job defending this right now. Looks like Pwn Cake is going to be the last one. He will be trying to make his approach from this north, I guess, well, I don't know, west side of the map. He hears the running around. Shots coming out towards him in the alley, in that lane there. Calling it out, they gotta know he's there. Stumpy. Pwn Cake rounding the corner quickly, tagging one, looking towards the Weller. Shots coming out from the Executioner. Danglers with a round. It's definitely what they want right there. Nicely done. Man, it's really hard to navigate when I don't know the map. I can't get out of here. Let me out! Tanker, ladies and gentlemen, my first competitive casting match of Tanker. So far, pretty intense. This one actually over by the, right over by the spawn net. Most of the squad running.
That's fucking bullshit, dude. He was looking over the top of it. Fuck that.
And they're not very, Sickness not very happy about getting spotted up from over the crates. Stumpy Nut making that top approach, and these guys coming in from the bottom here. God, I can't wait until I don't have lag anymore, ladies and gentlemen. A nade actually coming out towards Parzival. Manages to down him. Very nicely done from Stumpy. Shots coming out towards Driver, snagging him. Looks like it was a trade. Stumpy gonna get the res off of Joe. Sickness coming around for the res here. Should spot these two here. Oh, maybe maybe saw Stumpy there. Oh, gets shot trying to call out Pwnecake. Not looking good here. Danglers coming in strong on Tanker so far. Mr. Beefy dropping back towards objective to help Pwnecake defend. Some shots coming out, snagging one. Expediter looking for Pwnecake in here, not finding him. Right here on the other side. Pwnecake checking his tablet. Sees Beefy on the bottom. Might get that confused. Shots coming out from the backside from Stumpy, trying to towards Pwnecake. Pwnecake now trying to run away, gets tagged from Expediter. Mr. Beefy gonna have to come up and defend the objective. These guys are on it. They're all trying to cap. Actually, none of them are trying to cap. They're right on top of the objective. If one of them got into the room and capped it, they could be entering the code in right now. Mr. Beefy so far away. Now he's coming up from downstairs. Back into objective room. And they hear him running around. Shots coming out towards him and he's down. Danglers could have come away with the cap there. But a nice win. Bringing him 2-0. Again, the map picked by SMC Tactical. And Dangler's doing quite well on it right now. Quite well. Also, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. If you are enjoying the cast, my name is Nightfire. I stream on Twitch regularly. I stream VR. It's Nightfire with 2 E's. And I just really love it, man. I love VR. I like casting it. I like casting on the Onward Master League channel. I'll be doing this from time to time. You'll see other casters on this channel. So follow this channel. Then type in Nightfire with 2 E's. Nightfire with 2 E's. And then give me that a follow. And then enjoy Onward in VR, man. On Twitch, because it's here. And this isn't going anywhere. The league's very popular in the Onward community. Only going to be more casting. Like I said, it's only going to get smoother for me. You'll see casts from other people as well. That'll be smooth. Lots of cool layovers that people have been working on. And, I mean, it's a great time to join the league if you want. Go to vrmasterleague.com. Join the league. You can either play Onward or Pavlov. They have a league as well. You know, create a team, join a team, and you can play in these league matches. Expediter going right down towards Sickness. Shots coming out. He manages to back up the stairs. Sees that and doesn't like it. Sickness pulls out the nade. It looks like he's gonna smoke that little lane there. Expediter coming down, shots coming out. Snags Sickness. Parzival tagging Expediter. And the nade almost getting Parzival. How he didn't die from that, I do not know. Very lucky. And it looks like elsewhere we've had some trades. SMC Tactical in a 4-2 advantage. As they approach the objective, mostly up top. Looks like Pwnecake. Beefy is down. Really a 3v2 situation here. Rezable and Pwnecake will be making an advance here. Up towards Llewellyn and Joe. You might spot Llewellyn here. He hears the pad. And hear the clicking. Slowly inching his way here. Parzival and driver of car now up top. Llewellyn watching that other side of the ship. Pwncake's kind of making his way here. Joe, maybe Pwnecake hearing him. Yeah, but now it looks over. His shot's coming out towards Joe. Pwnecake pushing forward here. Actually, right behind him now. Llewellyn snags Pwnecake. Oh, and a trade from Joe onto Llewellyn. Not what they needed right now. A team kill from Joe. 1v2 situation here. Joe, the last one defending the objective room. Running around very noisily. And I can't wait to get rid of this this lag. The radio static might be interfering with anything that he can hear. And Parzival and Driver are going to be making their approach towards objective now. Both crouched, both very slow, listening for Joe. Joe's kind of running around in here, maybe a little too carefree. Not suspecting Driver of Car to be on the opposite side here. I wonder if Driver of Car is trying to enter in the map, or enter in the code here. Joe, hearing him pull out the pad, he's got to make his approach around the corner, and Parzival manages to grab the kill.
Sorry, man.
Nice. That's okay. I didn't know I could.
Snagging themselves a dub there. Their first one on tanker. They definitely needed that round. Going back into Volk as on defense now. Really nice, really interesting rounds actually on tanker so far. Some cool grenades, some interesting tactics. Very much enjoying the rounds right now. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gents. Hope you guys are having a good time as well. And it looks like we have our first spawn in the middle here. This will be an interesting play. Let's see what happens. I expect a lot of smokes. We'll see some interesting frags come out. Everyone running night vision here. Some early pushing out here from Volk. Shots already towards Llewellyn. Executioner going into a little engagement on the downside there and getting killed. Expediter might be running into Parzival here. Parzival spots Expediter, tags him. Llewellyn. Here's Parzival, snags him with a grenade. Shots coming out to snag another underneath, and now Stumpy. Executioner shots coming out towards Pancake. Rounds them. Llewellyn tagging one. Stumpy almost on objective. Sickness now crashing towards objective. Llewellyn up with the pad. One shot down. And Stumpy and Sickness now the only two left. 1v1 situation. Sickness rounds around. Stumpy hears him and he's made his way into the smoke here. Shots coming out from Sickness. He doesn't know where Stumpy is. Now he's worried. He's going back towards objective. Oh, and it's actually a 1v2 situation here. Mr. Beefy coming up here now, spotted by Stumpy and tagged. SMC Tactical running it back here. But a very close round. Some interesting smokes. And another good frag from the Weller there to snag another kill early. Man, oh man. These rounds are fast. These rounds are fast. Take a quick, oops. Go. I don't see any other. I know there's some other rounds coming up today. I don't know if we're going to be casting those. Sorry. Put that down here. It looks like it's another downstairs objective. Yeah, by utilizing these left side stairs, not really defended very well, and actually jamming forward here. Maybe they're going to be coming from maybe making the approach from this backside. Oh, potentially going to get flanked here if they're not careful. A lot of shots and trading going on in these alleyways over here. Pwnecake now right next to Executioner. Manages to snag a kill. Right here, shots coming out towards Pwnecake. Stumpy. Crashing forward. Thanks for following my channel, by the way. I heard that. Wow, instantly turned into a 4v2 situation. And these other two guys are going to be making their approach from I believe, just this lane here. I have no idea who this is because for some reason they're not showing up on my map, but... Oh, and a quick shot, making it a 2v3. And they will be coming up this middle lane. Pretty free approach. Night vision on. Might be more advantageous to take it off at this point. Splitting up there, one going right, one going left. Ultimately, I think they both converge back here and then come out the center area. And you can see that that's definitely where these guys are angled towards looking. Tucked in the corners here. I've lost nameplates for some reason. Oh, there we go. Expediter here in the corner. Stumpy Nub. We're able to peek, able to be tall enough and look over those blocks. And some suppressive shots on the upper half. Stumpy also dumping some rounds down for the middle. Expediter going to make his approach towards that corner, and we'll be rounding hard and heavy on both these guys. Shots coming out, snags one. Mr. Beefy might not know he's there on the corner. Tosses a good nade. Doesn't prime it enough, and Expediter manages to get behind cover. Oh, Expediter shot trying to pull a nade out. Flashed onto Mr. Beefy, and he's tucked himself into a corner. Stumpy trying to get an angle. Can't quite find it. Beefy really tucked into this corner here. Stumpy trying to look over there. Nice shots from Beefy. Really well done to pick up that win. I do not know how they managed to push through there and not get killed, but these tanker rounds are intense. That's some good stuff right there. All right, now get me out. Get me out of this thing, man. Ah! Freedom. All right. This is map point and series point for SMC Tactical, although they already won the series. Map point here, and I'm sure these guys would like to come away with 3 map wins. Looks like the objective spawned back over towards SMC Tactical's side. Give me a long approach from Danglers. Be interesting to see which they go. If they go up top, decide to go up top where I think they're more susceptible, or drop down below where they're more vulnerable to grenades. See if they run a shield pattern or not. Parsville and driver of car pushing up early, trying to get in some favorable positions, maybe looking for an early trade out here in these tanker crates. Looks like the vast majority of them are going to actually stay up top. Stumpy might be running into Pwnecake. Wow, doesn't see him there. Crouch. Shots coming out from Executioner as a 1-to-1 trade. And Parsville actually securing the kill there inside the tanker. I don't think he sees an Executioner. Nice shots from Executioner. Very good reactive shots. And another tag down from Danglers. Llewellyn managing to snag himself a kill. A nade coming out towards the Mr. Beefy. Not quite enough to get inside. And it looks like it's just Sickness and Beefy. A 4v2 situation here. That early trade making it 4. Oh, and almost a team kill. That's got to give some information to Beefy. He hears the clicking, so he knows Joe's there. Executioner trying to signal that he knows someone's there. Shots coming out towards Beefy. Now if they get inside objective room, Sickness is there. Llewellyn firing him in the back, and that snags the win. 3-3. Danglers want this map. In the long run, winning maps and winning rounds matters. Short term, sure, we won the series, whatever. In the long run, when you look at when it comes down to rankings and seedings and all that stuff, when you get into the tournaments, you really do want to win the maps and win the rounds. So even if you've lost a series like Danglers have, they're still playing very competitively here. They want to get these rounds, and they really want this map. I mean, winning the map would be very nice for Danglers here. A good way to kind of salvage you know, a 5-2, 4-1 loss on the other two maps. So we'll see what happens. Really good tanker rounds. I'm learning some good strats here. That's why I like casting these matches. I actually learn a thing or two. I'm pretty sure that's why a lot of people like watching them. Kind of spectate, see what strats people run, see where they go, stuff like that. And exact swapped here. I wonder if Dante's made some adjustments to the comp lobby coding, because these spawns have been really fair. All the maps, it seems like we almost have been rotating spawns to some extent. Like each team is getting the same spawns, but I guess no one's got. The one team had the middle. But you know what I mean. It's interesting. It seems that maybe it's just me. Sickness here gonna be outside. Joe outside. Might spot Beefy as he tries to make his approach. Oh, apologies. Joe's underground. As is Mr. Beefy. I think Joe heard him running in the middle there. And he hears Beefy coming in from behind and manages to take some shots and snags the kill. Now, once Joe peeks down this lane, he's going to run into Sickness. We'll see if he's ready for that. He's looking down the ADS. Doesn't see Sickness behind the barrel. If he peeks a little more left, he should spot him. Shots coming out and Sickness grabbing a kill. Parzival. Looking for something out here. Shots coming out, snagging one on that side for the Weller. Looks like the full side of it, full squad of SMC Tactical boiling down to a 3v4. Sickness below, Parzival, Pwn Kick up top. The smoke coming out to kind of block off vision here as they maybe cross out. And Pwn Kick looking towards Expediter. Expediter tucks pretty safely behind some cover here. He's gonna have to get fragged. And he can actually peek through the manhole to see anybody coming. Parzival and Pwn Kick are out. Expediter now looking. Oh, he's actually staying tucked inside. Parzival maybe hearing the comp, maybe hearing that. I think they suspect Expediter there. Let's see if Pwn Kick can manage to grab a pick here. I think he hears him shifting. Expediter has to know that Pwn Kick's here. I don't know if he actually hears him though. Peeks and immediately Pwn Kick taking those shots. Knew he was there. Executioner might be able to find something from outside this window. See Parzival here. Parzival worried about that approach. Executioner snagging Parzival. Really nicely done. Stumping up is Flash, and he's pulling a nade out now. Stumping up Executioner. Looks like it's just down to the Sickness. 2v1 situation. Sickness very slowly. Here's the audio up above him. Oh, sees the guy on his right. Peeks up over, doesn't have an angle. And they never spotted him there on the L. Looking to the left now, more shots coming out. Team kill, that's not what the Danglers needed. SMC Tactical, the guy right inside here. Sickness knows they're inside, he hears them running around. Stumping up, very upset with that kill. Cannot be happy with that DK. A reactionary shot for sure. Maybe thought that Sickness was someone was capping there. And Sickness, very cautious. Worried that he might get flanked. Has time, 218. So he can make a slow approach. And he's just staring into our soul right now. Staring right through my soul, buddy. And here he is. Typical Sickness fashion. Very exposed, actually. A nice nade from Stumpany. Oh, doesn't get him. He knows he's there. Sickness Stumpy Roundy, it's a trade! SMC Tactical with the win! I don't think I've ever
Alright, hey.
Oh my God.
Good game, Danglers.
Yeah, good game, guys. Good play with you. That was even.
I don't think I've ever seen
Like, there was a skull next to Sickness's name, but not Stumpy's.
a match like that right there.
Yeah, that was great. It looked like Stumpy got him too.
It's as long as the attackers get it. That's what it
Alright,
is.
hey, SMC, I gotta run, guys.
What a hell of a way to end that round. Holy cow. Whoops. My transitions don't seem to be working here. Maybe it's because I don't have the right one. Oh, that's right. There we go. Boom. Come on! Is this amateur hour? Yeah, it is amateur hour. Ladies and gents, that is it for me tonight. Reporting in for some other matches today: Stone Cold Killers win over Gravity, Subway 5-3, Suburbia 4-1, and Quarantine 2 5-0. So North London Killers squad definitely showing up. This one, the obviously SMC Tactical winning all 3 rounds. I think it was 4-1, 5-2. No, 5-2, 4-1. 4-3. SMC Tactical winning all 3. Yeah. Nice job from both squads today, man. Those were some fun matches to spectate. Some good strats coming out, some good competitive rounds. It's unfortunate that Danglers had to use a sub for that first series. I think they might have had a better chance at winning. Or the first map, I think they might have had a better chance at winning the series if they had an Executioner there for Bazaar. That's kind of unfortunate. But overall, really good matches. That was an excellent time. I think we actually we could potentially jump into another round if we wanted to. I'm not sure. I want to see who's playing because I think I'm just gonna go in. I think I'm gonna hop on my stream and play some 2D games and kind of relax for a little bit. But let me check what we got playing here. VRMasterleague.com. Again, guys, head over to the website if you want to sign up for the league, or join a team, create a team. I think we have what's coming up is Phoenix and Sacrilege. American East team. So yeah, I'm gonna head over to my channel at Nightfire with 2 E's. I'll probably throw the host over there too once I go live, and play a little AR Billions. It's a 2D game. I'm not gonna hop into any Onward or anything like that. So if you guys want to check that out, want to say hi to me, feel free to. But yeah, man, those are some good games. I like watching. I like spectating those games and casting. And I'll go back and watch and see how I can improve. And again, that lag should be gone tomorrow. Get a new internet. Get a new internet. I'm a new man tomorrow, man. So, thank you much for hanging out, ladies and gents. My name is Nightfire with 2 E's. I'm gonna go ahead and link my. That's my stream. If you want to give me a follow, and I hope you give this channel a follow because there's gonna be more Master League games here. So, have a good one. Have a good afternoon. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Peace.